Welcome to a quick video on following science back to research from UNCG Libraries. Information can be easily shared on the internet through websites, magazines, newspapers, and social media. Since we are constantly surrounded by news sources, it's important to be able to evaluate information we read on the internet, particularly health and science news. Developing skills to follow science from news back to research is an important skill to become a responsible digital citizen. There's a lot of information online. A lot of things you encounter online have been stripped of context. This could be due to inaccurate or misleading reporting, edited sound and video, images being shared with inaccurate captions, and more. In some cases, stories or claims can get better as they pass through intermediaries. However, in most cases, the more a story circulates, the more it becomes warped and you're presented with a misinformed version of an event or piece of research. This is when you investigate further and start tracing back to the original source for full context. There's different types of wrong information on the internet. Misinformation is false information that is spread regardless of intent to mislead, and disinformation is deliberately misleading or biased information or manipulated narrative or facts or propaganda. You can use evaluation skills like SIFT, stop, investigate the source, find better coverage, and trace claims, quotes, and media to original context to determine whether to use or share the online source. In this video, we're going to cover tracing claims back to the linked or cited research article or study. We see many articles online, and one example of a scientific, eye-catching news article is why painting zebra stripes on cows could save the agricultural industry major money. Skimming the article, it's about just what the title suggests, painting zebra stripes on cows in order to stop biting insects, which carry diseases that harm cows. Therefore, if this is true, it could help the global agricultural industry. But how can we confirm that this is a trustworthy, scientific, popular news article? One way is to check the research behind the news by finding the scientific study that is being cited or linked to for fact-checking. If the scientific study is not linked directly in the science news article, you can look at what the news source is citing, journal or institution mentioned, and try using Google or using Google Scholar to search for the study title or an author who was quoted. For this example, the original research article is linked in the article through this hyperlink to PLOS1, a journal. So once you've found the journal article that the news source is referencing, there are a series of questions to ask. Was there a peer review process? Was the publication date relevant to the newspaper article? Are there any retractions or corrections in this article? Another place to look for retractions is retractionwatch.com. Who do the authors work for? Skimming the article is very important, and particularly paying attention to the abstract or summary of the article and the conclusion sections. When reviewing the conclusion, ask yourself, does it match the findings reported in the news? Other questions about the article that you can ask are there any uncertainties reported in the discussion, and are the methods used in the study appropriate and reproducible? By reading the abstract and the conclusion of this article, we can see that this research study does match the newspaper article, and it is from a reputable, peer-reviewed journal. Something to note that there is a correction, and the methodology used in this study only studied 6 cows. So comparing or seeking other studies on cows and biting flies might be helpful to really back up these claims. Remember that UNCG Libraries can help. There is a librarian and research guide for every subject, a variety of library databases to search with keywords, and you can virtually chat with a librarian for research help.